Okay. I think I've changed things. Hopefully I've fixed things. Let's see here. I know I'm just off screen. Sorry. Hi there. Welcome. Let's see. Does this work now? Yes. Nice. Cheers. So welcome to the other side of the wall. On the other side of where I am staring at right now, right over there, is my stove. To give you an idea. So, like, now we got this both sides of the wall with cameras here. And we've also got a overhead camera that's showing the tip of my soldering iron. So yes, we're alive, and I'm still getting used to where I'm supposed to be looking for things, and we do have the overhead cam. You're not surprised. You're not going crazy. It is moving. It's just slowly. So yeah, we've got one, potentially two things I'm planning on doing today. Beyond that, it's just, oh, hey, this is how this is going to work type thing. See if we can't switch the different things and... Oh, yeah, that's nice. Put that scene right in front of my face. That was a good plan on my part. Might have to fix that. This is the one we're probably going to be using most of the time, though. That or this one. Okay. So my first and major plan for today's stream is almost like an unboxing stream. Because I have lots and lots of glass to deal with. I've gotten all sorts of glass, and so I need to cut open all of it. Find out where this bubble wrap starts and ends here. I think this might be a lesson in how much plastic and packaging we can use. And so this is all glass that I ordered either to just have general glass around or for a couple of projects. And I have a couple of projects in mind that I want to do. I didn't just do this without plans. But I also don't want to sit here and talk about all of them at the same time in case things don't work out or things do work out. For this first one, though, is looking like red glass. Wow, that seems like that camera is dropped down. Like it's supposed to be. Oh, okay, so it can sort of see. I don't know if I need more room there or not. But anyways, so this is red glass that I bought. Why is it so far, like, why is it so low on the screen here? Like, I put it back here, you can't hardly see it. I might need to change camera position here. Anyways, this is a water ripple glass. I think that camera is going to move in the front right here. Like, right here. And then these go in the rack back here, which I don't have a good picture of for all of you, but I have a nice rack over here that I can put all of this glass on. And I don't know if I even want to unwrap this from this paper. Yeah, I do want to see it on there. So, we're doing... I don't even know where I want red on this rack. I think we're going right there. I think we're going right there. Got our first chip piece, which I think I'm just going to pull off and use for my first basket. Hey, Chris. Thank you for the raid. Let's see here. Interesting. It's like the layers cracked through on it. It's not quite fully. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I was going to pull it off if it was going to be just a single, if it was actually broke. But it wasn't all the way cracked through. This one's got some interesting streaking to it. This one's got a little streaking to the side of it here too. Otherwise, alright, so that was my first box of glass, and that one wasn't even boxed. I had already unboxed that one partially. I might need it. Anyways, about 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 actually of these, and I'm going to use them for all the small pieces of glass. And then I've got a rack over here that I'm going to use for all of the large pieces. Going to keep all of the bubble wrap, all of the bubble wrap, and considering how much bubble wrap I already have. I don't know why, but I am. By the way, I've also worked out some things like typical sizes and what my typical project's going to be, which is going to be either 10 by 10s or 10 by 12s in size, either a square or a mild rectangle. This. Okay, packaging set for number 1. Just to let all of you know, there are 7 boxes here that I haven't opened up. And I've got 4 more in front of me. The 4 in front of me are all smaller pieces, and there's all sorts of them in there. So we've got lots of glass to go through, just to give you idea what we're up to here today. This is pretty much all that I'm going to end up probably doing here on stream. The other potential thing that I need to do before I really get going with things is I have 2 pieces of glass, of plastic. I forget specifically which one. I looked up which one was going to be best for this. This is the type that's going to handle impacts as best. And I'm going to cut that and turn that into a box for my grinder, which I have a grinder off over here for doing my glass grinding. So hopefully I'm not too loud, too quiet. Please let me know. Obviously for stream audio, I have no clue what's going on with most of this. I don't have a monitor actually for this stream either. That may change. That's actually probably going to change. Because that way I could actually listen to some music as well. I'm not planning on doing music for this stream either. It's going to cost me more money to do music if I get another, to use the same account I used for Chef JT. And by the way, those are all Chef JT streams. Photos. Ooh, we got blue. The packaging varies wildly, apparently. Sort of shocked that made it in one piece. It doesn't even fit in the box properly. Make sure that's the only thing in there. That's a pretty blue right there. I like that. That's a nice. It looks darker on screen than I think it really is. It's looking okay there over on Twitch. Yeah, nice, pretty blue. Yeller. It's a sort of nice gold water glass. Gold, yellow. The idea with this setup, this desk or this table that we're working on here today, is 2 shelving racks. And and then I've put a piece of what you're looking at here is a piece of cement fiberboard. I looked up for surfaces that would be good for this project. This is sort of the one that sort of came up across the board. It's essentially sawdust with cement. And then it's primed. This is the prime. And this is used for all sorts of stuff on the outside of buildings. If you're in building and doing stuff, like, they use this for all sorts of stuff. What's everyone up to today? Oh, hey, wait, another piece of yellow. I think the first one's maybe slightly more vibrant, but ain't too shabby. But anyways, I was mentioning this being 2 shelving units because that makes it easy for me to move around, even though it may be not so easy for you to see me moving around. By the way, this is a PTZ cam, and I'm not letting it move around at all today because there are things that I haven't quite finalized with the setup here. Actually, pretty much everywhere behind me here, down below this shelf here, working on making a sort of sheath to hide all of it because it's a mess, and it's going to continue being a mess. But so hopefully here in the future that camera there will be following me around all over the place, and I won't have to worry too much about where I'm even looking. But right now I do, apparently, because it's day 1. I have so many boxes. I've gone through so many boxes here. But once we go through the glass, I can go through tools and equipment and, what all I'm thinking here. What glass things should I make? That is a nice hazy white. I don't know if it's enough hazy white for what I want to do, though. That is nice. It's got a bit of a imprint from... and probably can just wash and buff that out. I just realized what this is. That's interesting. It's an interesting reusing of... it's cardboard that's gone through. It's still got the labels from whoever sent it beforehand. As soon as we get to 50 followers here, I'll start getting in with the channel points and stuff like that here. But, oh, that's good. We got more than one of the white. Definitely need that. Definitely need that. I've also got all sorts of plans on spending money for this project already too, which, like, I didn't want to start off with this as, like, my base of what I was working on with everything. I wanted something different, but it was going to cost me round figures, probably $2,000, and yeah. So we went with the $60 sheet of cement fiberboard. What I had wanted to do was a thin to 3/8 ish sheet of aluminum with LEDs, a 1-inch standoff, and a polished thick sheet of glass, so that I could have an entire light table here. But yeah, LEDs alone were gonna be at least 600-ish. And then the glass was probably going to be another 600. The aluminum, the siding, whatever else that was going to be necessary there. Yeah. But then we could have had, like, Channel Point change the colors of the table and... I've also got my cheap keyboard here. This is temporary. The mouse is temporary. Yeah, mouse is probably going to take a week or 2 weeks. I'm replacing my main mouse over on my main machine over there, and we're going to move the current one over here. And yeah, keyboard. Yeah, I bought a $25 wireless keyboard. So we get all that out of here and away from the room, out of the space. Don't have to worry about it. Alright, let's go back to opening boxes. I put this little white strip, if you can see, there's a little bit of it you can see there at the bottom of the screen. I put a white padding strip on the edge of the cement board. Which, that's also a downgrade from what I was originally envisioning for this setup too. I was originally wanting like a angled, so I can rest my arms on it on like an angle type thing, and have it be like a padded leather. But yeah, it's interesting all the different packing methods that all of these people have. This person apparently does not like Uline catalogs. I have a different and larger red here than before. Quite a few things that I'm planning I want to use red for. One of the projects that I will reveal, I'll let everyone know, everyone out there, the masses that are watching me, is I want to actually do the chef logo. I want to replace the background that I have for my current stream. That's going to be a mess, so I'm keeping that separate. And so, while if you look at the cutesy little logo down over here, my chef logo, I gotta go even higher here, point down. But yeah, that's temporary fake art. I'm intending to make that real. This is interesting, like the area above me is like lighting up as we do this because I don't have the boards up here anymore. Or the boxes up here anymore. And that's pretty. It's got some heavy streaking to it, too. Oops. Wrong shelf. I think I'm organizing these shelves by my interest in using the glass. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily hold true for the bottom. Like, I've got, it's 1, 2, 3, 5 shelves. I had to double check for myself here. The bottom shelf, I'm thinking of whites, browns, blacks. Second shelf is going to be greens. Third is reds. Fourth is blues. And fifth is yellows. Okay, so that was all the big boxes. That was all my big pieces of glass. So you've seen all my big pieces of glass now. Now we get to see all the glass that I really had no clue what I am getting. Which, yeah. Let's start off with this one. And so these are all going to be much smaller cuts of glass, but giving me a whole bunch of variety and different things that I can use it for. Ooh, that's pretty. Light hazy blue. Got a white and yellow there, and it's looking like it's more yellow. It's even more yellow on the back. Now, do I put that on the bottom shelf or the top shelf? I think that's got enough yellow. It's going with the yellow. Okay, these boxes can be dangerous here. And since I'm just dealing with whole pieces of glass, I'm not wearing anything, but I do have all the safety stuff here for when I am doing my grinding or my handling of broken or big pieces of glass, which I have some big pieces of glass to deal with here. We'll see how that works out. Is this one cut in half? Broken in half? No, it's just got a weird artifact in the center of it. Looks almost like a score line, but I don't feel anything to it at all. But that's a very pretty piece of green there. They probably got rid of it because they don't like the... But... Nice light lime green like. This one's got some darker green to it. This must have been my varied pack of green. We had one blue and then it's been nothing but greens. Which is cool because I wanted a lot of green for my project. I didn't buy any big pieces of green. I wanted a whole bunch of small pieces, so of different types. Which is good if you're going after doing things like grass or veggies or anything along that line. I've got a single monitor for this whole setup that's hanging right here. So if you're seeing me look over here when I'm looking, it's like chat's on the far side over here right now. I need to get chat over here so that I can see chat right next to you. We're learning. We're figuring things out here. That one's got a bit more white to it, but it's still... Ooh, that's got all sorts of blue in it. Color blindness test. There's definitely some green in there, but it's largely blue to me. Big dab of green in the center. Oops. I'm putting that one with the blues even though it's got all that green with it. This one's got some blue in it too, but it's looks green. Oh no, that's straight green. That looks like emerald with streaks of white in it. That's the last one of this package. I'm gonna turn the fan on over here because I'm hot. Make sure that's closed. Nice. We'll leave you off over there. Come back over here. So what's everyone think? Is this a horrible plan? let's go with you next. Falling containers. Next round. The height thing is messing me up with the camera and everything too, because like it's a good 5 inches, but I have to put it that far forward to just make it seem like it's in the center of the screen. You don't have video feed anymore. It's still, whoa. Interesting. It was working for me, and then I refreshed it and it stopped. Twitch, do you hate me? Seems like it's working over here. I got mild lag there. What do we got going on over here? I'm not sure what's up with it, because I'm getting the same thing on my version of Twitch, but I have done... I didn't change anything. It's in the other room. And it looks fine in the other room. Like, they're not showing anything wrong. Please don't hate me, Twitch. That is... Thank you for telling me, but I don't know what to do about it now. Because, like... Yeah. We're doing fine over here. How am I looking over here? What is going on, Twitch? I'm gonna stop and restart the stream again.